Otasansan rédíò and TV a wà lórí Facebook àti YouTube bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń gbọ́ wa bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀ máa wò wá.
A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa tẹ́ ń wò wá ní gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń wò wá níkànnì Otasansan TV lórí YouTube. Eléyìí tí a fẹ́ ṣàlàyé fúnra wa dédé àsìkò yìí tí a fẹ́ yànnàná eléyìí tí ó lágbára ni. Ọ́díò kan ni ó tú sí wa lọ́wọ́ léyìí tí a ní ká fún ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa ká fún yín gbọ́. Kí ni ọ́díò yẹn kí ló dálé lórí? Kí ni kókó tí ọ́díò yẹn gan tó sọ nípa rẹ̀? Ta ló wà nínú ọ́díò yẹn? Ta ni wọ́n ń bá wí nínú ọ́díò yẹn? Kí ni ọ́díò yẹn kí ló sọ nípa gan ní pàtó? Lótìítọ́ àti lódodo ètò ìdìbò láti yan gómìnà tuntun ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun fún ọdún mẹ́rin míì ó ti wáyé ó sì ti lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n oríṣiríṣi awuyewuye àti ọ̀rọ̀ àti ìwòye ó ní àwọn èèyàn ń fi hàn lẹ́yìn tí àjọ INEC tí wọ́n kéde sẹ́nitọ́ Nurudeen Adémọ́lá Adélékè lẹ́gbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó jáwé olúborí nínú ètò ìdìbò ọ̀hún. Èyí ó náà ni àfin ká ṣe analysis ká ṣe àlàyé bí nǹkan ṣe lọ fún wa. Ohun tó fa ìjákulẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC nínú ètò ìdìbò tó wáyé ọ̀hún àti bí ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP eléyìí tí sẹ́nitọ́ Nurudeen Adémọ́lá Adélékè tó jẹ́ olùdíje tó fi jáwé olúborí. Lótìítọ́ àti lódodo gẹ́gẹ́ bí gbogbo wa náà ṣe mọ̀, ọ̀gbẹ́ni Aregbesola oní gómìnà láàrin ọdún 2011 sí ọdún 2018. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tó jẹ́ gómìnà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun, Gboyega Oyetola, ó jẹ́ igbákejì Aregbesola lásìkò tí ó ń ṣe ìjọba lọ́wọ́, tí Adeoti tó sì jẹ́ secretary to the state government nínú ìṣèjọba Aregbesola. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí àsìkò láti gbé ìjọba sílẹ̀ tó ìyẹn fún Aregbesola láti gbé ìjọba lẹ̀ ní ọdún 2018 tí wọ́n ṣe ìmúra láti gbé kí ètò ìdìbò míì ó wáyé ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun lọ́dún 2018 nígbà yẹn lọ́hùn-ún. Ó ní awuyewuye àti làásìgbò ló ti bẹ́ sílẹ̀ láàrin Aregbesola àti ẹni tó jẹ́ gómìnà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí ṣùgbọ́n tó jẹ́ igbákejì Aregbesola nígbà yẹn, ìyẹn Gboyega Oyetola, lẹ́yìn tí awuyewuye gbẹ́mi sí omi òtọ́ yẹn tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹni tó jẹ́ àgbà òṣèlú nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC, ìyẹn Aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu àti àwọn míì nígbà náà lọ́hùn-ún. Kí ni ó fa awuyewuye lọ́dún 2018? Ó ní pé Aregbesola tó jẹ́ gómìnà nígbà yẹn tó fẹ́ gbéjọba lẹ̀ ní ọdún 2018, ó fẹ́ kí Adeoti tó wá láti Osun West, ó fẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé òun ni yóò gba ìjọba ní ọwọ́ òun lọ́dún 2018. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tó jẹ́ aṣíwájú nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ó ní rárá kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní Gboyega Oyetola ó ní àwọn ó lò tó wá láti Osun Central gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà tí ó gba ìjọba lọ́dún 2018 lábẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC nígbà yẹn. Eléyìí ni Aregbesola òun lọ yarí wọ́n yóò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Àdéhùn táwọn ṣe àti tọ́jọ́ wà àjọṣọ tó wà láàrin àwọn ni pé Osun West òun ni yóò gba ìjọba ní ọdún 2018. Kí wá ló dé tẹ̀ fẹ́ yí òun padà, àti pé ẹni tó ń nígbàgbọ́ nínú rẹ̀ tó lè mọ lé àṣeyọrí ìjọba òun nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun látẹ̀yìnwá látọdún 2011 ó ní Adeoti Masud Adeoti tó jẹ́ SSG nígbà àsìkò ìjọba Rauf Aregbesola ṣùgbọ́n aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu onírara o pé àwọn làwọn mọ bí Rauf Aregbesola ó ṣe di gómìnà lọ́dún 2011 kò yẹ kí Rauf Aregbesola kọ́ mọ́ ta òun lẹ́nu níta òun fẹ́ àti tí ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú àtàwọn àgbààgbà ní ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun tí wọ́n fẹ́ ò ní kí Rauf Aregbesola kó fara mọ́ Rauf Aregbesola bá yarí pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o tí ó bá fi rí bẹ́ẹ̀ òun ò ní lọ́wọ́ nínú láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún Isiaka Gboyega Oyetola lọ́dún 2018 nígbà náà. ṣùgbọ́n ṣáájú kí awuyewuye yìí ó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó ní nǹkan kan ti ń lọ lábẹ́nú tí àwọn tí wọ́n mọ bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ tí wọ́n mọ bọ́bẹ̀ ṣe pa àti bọ́bẹ̀ ṣe kú nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ní ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC ni wọ́n ti ń fi ọ̀rọ̀ tó ni wọ́n ti ń yín Rauf Aregbesola ni wọ́n ti ń yín ní èèkánná ni wọ́n ti ń sin nígbẹ́rẹ́ pàkọ́ o ni wọ́n ti ń sọ̀kan sí létí pé táwọn ń gbọ́ rẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní Rauf Aregbesola kò kọbi ara sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn látàrí ìfẹ́ àti ìgbàgbọ́ tó ní nínú aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu pé kò lè ṣe nǹkan kí òun má gbọ́ kò sí tí aṣíwájú Tinubu ṣe tó ò ní mọ̀ sí kò dẹ̀ sí kọ́lọ́fín kan tàbí ọ̀rọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan kan tí ó máa wáyé nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun tí òun ò ní mọ̀ sí ìfẹ́ àti ìgbàgbọ́ tí Rauf Aregbesola tó nínú aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ kò jẹ́ kó kọbi ara sí ọ̀rọ̀ tí àwọn àgbààgbà tí wọ́n mọ bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC nígbà náà tí wọ́n ń sọ fún un kò jẹ́ kó kọbi ara sí i. ẹ jẹ́ á gbọ́ díẹ̀ nínú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ti wáyé sẹ́yìn ṣáájú ètò ìdìbò ọdún 2018 àti tọdún 2022 yìí nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. ẹ jẹ́ á gbọ́ kájọ wò ó kájọ gbéyẹ̀wò ká wá rí léètì ẹ̀ mọ́ ìjákulẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC léyìí tí Gboyega Oyetola tó jẹ́ olùdíje fún ipò gómìnà lábẹ́ rẹ̀ ní ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú ọ̀hún tó sì fìdí rẹmi lọ́dún 2022 yìí. ẹ jẹ́ á gbọ́ ọ́díò yẹn. bọ́kàn tí ẹ jẹ́ pé èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì òdì òyìnbó ni ọ́díò yẹn ló bá jáde ṣùgbọ́n ẹ farabalẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ tó wà nù ọ́díò yẹn.
So again, I went to Rauf. I said, look, this is what people told me, that this is what we are going to have. He said, you know, our people, they like to lie. He said, if that's the intention of Asiwaju, he would have told me. He said, if Asiwaju has such a plan, I know he will tell two people. I know he will tell Baba Kande, and I know he will tell me. I'm telling you, Egbon, he hasn't told me. So I said, but look, this thing is widespread. Everybody is saying it everywhere. Of course, I hope he's not the most patient of men. He blew up. Egbon, how can you believe liars? I'm telling you this. I said, okay, I blew up. Let it go. And then some weeks passed by, and then the thing was persisting again. So again, I went to him. I said, look, I know you blow on me when I say this, but I must let you know. So I repeated the story that I'm told that Asiwaju wanted his brother or his cousin or his nephew, whatever they are, to be our governor. I said, let me tell you, Rauf is alive. I said, I am not opposed to Oyetola. I like Oyetola. Humble man, gentle, smart, and with considerable experience from the private sector. So I said, look, I'm not opposed to him. But if we are going to use him, we must begin to market him now, so that when the time comes, we don't have a crisis on our hands. And to market him, my opinion is, you put him in places where he gets to be exposed to the movers and shakers of the system, those that you can call the establishment of our party. In any case, I said, let's not wait to the last moment, otherwise we'll have a crisis in our hands. This time, Rauf went to town. He was so angry at me. He said, I'm telling you, Nobody can tell a lie against Asiwaju. Asiwaju doesn't have such a plan, doesn't have anything. So I said, okay, please, no matter what I hear again after this, I will never come to you again. One day I was in my house in Abuja. I didn't know he was in Abuja. He called. Edmond, where are you? I said, I'm in my house. He said, please come. I said, come where? He said, I'm in Abuja. I said, so you and you? I said, okay, I'm coming. So I went to him. I got to his house. He and I sat for 4 hours. I got there, and he said, you know what, Edmond? We have a job on our hand. I said, what job? He said, Asiwaju wants Oyetola to be governor. I said, how many times did I come to you and said this is what I was hearing? Twice! You exploded on me. Twice! I was telling you that if this is what Asiwaju wants, let's start on the job. Look, in politics, among party faithfuls, if you put Oyetola in charge of distributing rice, distributing Christmas goodies and Ramadan goodies and Judea goodies, within 2 cycles, he becomes the favorite of the party. That's what happened to Adeoti. They tried to keep Adeoti out of the government. They put him in charge of doing all the goodies. In the process, they made Adeoti extremely popular within the party. And the man, the technocrat that you were thinking, he's running the government, nobody ever saw him enough to believe that he could look at their face. So by the time the election came, honestly, Adeoti has become the one controlling most of the apparatus and structure of the party. That's the truth. So when he now told me, I said, look, I'm not going to be a part of this. Because I've told you long ago, and I said, look, you people are doing a great disservice. You, Rauf, and Tinubu, you have both done a great disservice against Oyetola. Because if you knew you were going to push him, we should have been doing this job long ago. Now you are going to, you are pushed out to a point where the whole of it says he must be in the West. If you say it must be in the West, but God says it must be West. At this point now, you now want me to say, I'm not going to be a part of it. Fortunately, I'm old enough to retire, so I'll leave all of you to face it. God got up and said, Edmond, this is one time that I need you to be by my side. I'm begging you. I said, look, I will not yield to your plea. Go and tell Bola Tinubu that if we do it, we will be in trouble in Osun. I said, particularly because Chief B.C. Akande, the leader for all of us, went to the press and said, we will be just. The aspirant will come from the West. Later on, of course, for whatever reason, he also said, well, there's no zoning democracy. And so we now find ourselves where an entire zone was against us, and the sympathizers from that zone were also against us. Many of them from my own senatorial zone, many from Rao's senatorial zone, because they said, look, when it was your turn, Rao's, we stood by your people, we stood by your candidate. Now you don't want to stand by our own man. So I told him, I don't want to be a part of it. Anyway, Rao begged and begged. I said, why don't you and I go and tell him that this thing will create trouble from us and we won't be able to manage it? Rao said he had told him. I said, what did he tell you? Rao said he told him that since you have been governor, have I ever asked you for anything? And he said, look, the truth is, the man has never asked me for anything. I said, yes. If I were in your shoes, I would say, Oga, you have never asked me for anything. But that which you are asking now is too late. I'm not able to do it. It's going to put us in trouble. And that's what happened. In the end, they now had to come and do some magic of inconclusive election. And they had to bring other people in to be their savior. Same people who faced Omowolare and were beaten flat down. Same people who contested against you and were beaten flat down. Same people who contest this time, they didn't come first, they didn't come second. They were this time third. You now say, oh, that they want to save us now. Look, there's too much. Wherever you have wherever you have injustice, whether you like it or not, every evil contains deceit for his own destruction. I pray to God that time heals all wounds. I pray to God that this next election, I will do my best to make sure Oyetola wins. In my heart of hearts, believe Oyetola is a good man. I believe he is a good governor. But I don't believe that the circumstances under which he came in was fair to him. And it wasn't created by him. I believe Bola Tinubu was guilty of that. But even more than Bola Tinubu, Rauf was guilty of that. Because if I were in his shoes, hell no, I would have said, Oga, you initiate. And by now, whatever anger that would have been generated at that time, we would have settled down. We would have won the election for whoever our man is. Maybe at that point, instead of Oyetola being governor now, maybe he will be the one who will be in the Senate. or maybe will be the one who will be minister. Oyetola is a talented man, but the circumstances under which he came in were such that it engendered strife within the party.
ẹ fi ìwòye tiyín ẹ fi ránṣẹ́ sí wa nísàlẹ̀ fídíò yìí ní àyè comment. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ èrò tiyín, ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ ìhà tẹ́yin kọ sọ́rọ̀ yìí àti ìwòye tiyín lórí ìjákulẹ̀ Gboyega Oyetola lẹ́gbẹ́ òṣèlú APC. Ẹ ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wò wá, ẹ ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń gbọ́ wá níkànnì Otasansan TV lórí YouTube. Tajudeen olówó òkè lórúkọ tèmi, olóòtú níkànnì Otasansan TV. Ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá ní subscribe kẹ́dẹ̀ bá ní like fídíò yìí ká tó lè máa gbádùn ara wa síwájú àti síwájú sí i. Ẹ ṣé o, a tún padà bọ̀ nínú fídíò míì.